it's me, Scylla. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing some off-ice rotation tips. Now, if you're home because of the quarantine, which you should be, then you're probably unable to go to ice, but you still want to practice. So I'm going to give you some tips to help you with your rotations, which will help with your on-ice jumps. So let's get right to it, shall we? So to start with your off-ice, you're going to need some shoes. Now, if you're doing more than one rotation, or if you're doing one rotation, it's pretty safe to use some shoes with hard soles, or just shoes in general. And you usually want to use sneakers because things like flip-flops or sandals will not help support your foot. The thing is, you need some ankle support when you do your off-ice jumps because when you land, it could possibly break your ankle if you don't have proper shoes. So that's really bad. You don't want to do that, so get some shoes. And be safe, please. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a big open space. You don't need too much space. I usually practice my off-ice upstairs in the area between the dining room and the kitchen. It's a little sliver of floor, but it does the trick. So you need some space. You don't want any really hard objects around or really slippery objects around because you could possibly fall, hurt yourself. I've hit my head many times. Another thing is you don't want to practice outside on concrete, so don't do that. You can practice in the grass. That's usually where I practice if I don't have my sliver of hallway set aside. So just get yourself a big open space, make sure there's nothing around that you can hurt yourself on, and let's get into the jumps. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the correct arm position. Now, usually what I like to do, this is not just like some kind of professional routine or anything, it's just what I personally do and it seems to be working. So what you want to do is when you start your jump, you want your arms one in front of you. If you rotate this way, you want your left arm in front of you, and then you want your right arm out to the side. For basic jumps, this would be the ideal position, but usually what I like to do is I usually go a bit further back, so I keep my left arm in front and my right arm all the way to the back. So in your position, whatever one works best for you, you want your arms to be facing towards each other. So your left arm, the hand, would be pointing out this way. And your right arm, the hand would be pointing out this way. Right? Then when you're about to start your jump, you want to turn in. And then you want to pull in when you take off. So this is the first position. Second. And then third. Right? So I want you to get this down. Before I do my off-ice rotations, I always practice my arm movement with whatever arm position you feel most comfortable. You don't have to turn in completely. You want to just turn the top of your torso to the point where you're not moving your feet backward. You're just moving the top. This is going to propel you into your jump and help with rotations. Next thing is you want to worry about your feet. So you want to take your arm placement in first position. You want your feet to be spread apart about shoulder width or more. I usually prefer shoulder width. I haven't tried more, but you can do whatever makes you comfortable. You want to start with a slight bend in your knees in first position. Then when you turn, you want to bend your knees and really squat down. You don't have to do a full-on squat, but just sit down enough so you can spring off your knees and get height. So now that we got our positions, you want to practice this a few times. What you're going to do is you're going to start with your legs spread out, your arms in first position, and then you want to practice bending and going up. So do that a few times, and now for the actual rotation. Just to get the feel of what you're doing, we're going to do quarter rotations. So if you start here, you're going to jump this way. Just a quarter rotation. Now, I want to say this. If you're left-handed, then you would just do the same on the opposite side. So this would be first position, and you'd rotate this way, unless you're comfortable rotating counterclockwise, but it's all up to you. So you can change this to fit whatever direction you rotate in, but I rotate this way, so that's what I'm going to do. So start in first position, you're going to bend and up. Now we're going to talk about checkout position. So while I usually land with my arms this way or up here, we're just gonna, you can do whatever fits you. This is just what I like to do. Or you can do this, or whatever. I don't want you landing up here though, that's weird, but it doesn't matter. So, you want to start, and swing, and rotate. Then you want to do a few more. And notice how when I land, I'm bending my knees too. You want to bend your knees when you land as well, so they absorb all the shock from your jump. It doesn't go straight to your foot or your ankle, which can cause injury, so that's bad. But keep doing a few quarter rotations. Keep doing your quarter rotations until you face forward again. You can do more if you want to, but that's just to get the feeling of rotation, right? If you already got that down, we're going to do some half rotations now. So instead of going from here to here, you go from here to facing backward. So start, twist, and then again. And if you want to do more, you can. Now we're going to try some full rotations. And you're going to need a bit of space for this, and you're going to need to make sure that you're very comfortable with half rotations. So we're going to start. Yeah. Do not shake like me. I haven't done this in a while, but it doesn't matter. That wasn't full. Alright, so that's the first rotation. Now what we're going to do, if you want to work on rotations for double jumps, really for most double jumps, besides double axel, you just need 1.5 rotations. But for some, it's good to just have the 2 rotations down. But literally all you need is half rotation, trust me. I'm going to try 1.5 rotations. And it's the same thing, except you want to cross your legs in the air. I find that what helps me get my legs naturally crossed is by shifting my foot out like this, pointing this way. I think it's a cheated way to do it, but I don't know. And of course practice helps, learning how to get your legs crossed in the air. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to start normally. But when you shift this way, before you take off, you're going to slide your foot out when you bend. So this is just an option, it helps me a lot. But yeah, we're going to try 1.5 rotations now. It's okay if you can't do it on the first try. I find that it's pretty hard to do. Well, I found it pretty hard to do when I first started, but it's okay. So, you're going to start, twist, and then pull in. Now, it's really important to make sure that your hands are close to your chest, so it helps you be more aerodynamic, and you can rotate faster and easier. So, and also that's what crossing your legs is for, helping you rotate faster and with little resistance. So we're going to try, and it should look like this. Now, when you do more than 1 rotation, I find that it's good to start practicing your checkout position, like the one you do on ice, where you lift one leg up and your arms are usually out. Now our position doesn't really matter, whatever makes you more comfortable. So this is usually how I check out. And it's really important to bend that one knee because I find it really hard to kind of get my balance after landing an off-ice jump if I have my knee straightened. So we're going to try that again. Now another tip that helps me with rotation, and that actually helped me get the full 2 rotations when I tried doubles, is your head placement. I found that turning your head this way when you rotate helps you rotate more. Again, it's just an option. I don't think it's necessary, but whatever works for you. We don't want to overcomplicate things. So, again, half rotation. So, after half rotations, we're going to try 2 rotations. Now, I just want you to try 2 rotations if you have the half rotation down, but if you don't have it down, it's totally fine. And again, you don't need 2 rotations to do every double jump, you just need half rotation really. So, we're going to try doubles, and it should look like this. So when you do your double rotation, we're going to try some off ice doubles, but that's going to be in the next video, not this one. Now, I know this video took a while to come out. I'm really sorry about that. I've been pretty busy. I injured my foot a few days ago, but I'm all good now, so I'm going to try and crank out more videos. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. So, bye!